Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boscheman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive Podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at the forecast for May 2023 for each life path number. Now, if you're interested in sort of an understanding of the collective energy for May, as well as your own personal month forecast for May, which will include the moon, the full and the new moon, which is also includes the eclipse that's coming up in May, then make sure to check out your personal month forecast, which will be coming for the month of May towards the end of April. So keep an eye out for that. Know that the calculations for the personal months are different to the life path energy. So make sure that you do your calculation before you listen to that. If you missed your personal month forecast for April, those are up. So make sure you have a listen because it also includes eclipse energy that we're going to be working with for the next 3 to 6 months. So that's important. Okay, so this, of course, is a general forecast. If you would like a personalized forecast or a personal numerology reading, please book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the life path numbers for May 2023. Life path 22-4. So I pulled an animal spirit message for you all, and you got jellyfish energy. This is incredibly beautiful energy, and I like it for 22s because, you know, a lot of times 22s, 4s are very more practical. We're in our sort of, you know, work mode, or we're like, you know, moving towards a vision. We're very, you know, dedicated towards whatever that is type thing. And sometimes that can be very, you know, a lot more practical. And so jellyfish energy coming in, it's sort of this like cosmic sort of psychic visionary, this like, it brings in this radiance and this sense of wonder. If you've ever sort of seen a jellyfish in the wild or in an aquarium or whatever, they're just mesmerizing to watch. The way they move, the way that they sort of, just move through life. It's very mystical and very mesmerizing. And there's some kind of magic to it. It's incredibly beautiful. And then when the light hits them in a certain way, it creates this radiance, right? And so there's definitely something here this month where you're meant to tap into your inner radiance and, you know, what it is that will help you to shine. A lot of times with 22-4 energy and 4 energy especially, it's overlooked, the very like intuitive sort of psychic energy, the very emotional sort of emotive energy of the 4, right? It's a very heart-centered energy. But a lot of times that gets sort of masked by that more practical, you know, stronger work ethic of the 22-4. So the jellyfish coming in is sort of just, I think, telling you to like loosen up a little bit, to just flow a little bit more gently, to just sort of move with the current of where life wants to take you this month. Because we do have eclipse energy. We're in eclipse season, so there's potentially a lot of change and transformation. And so this energy is just reminding you that you are this cosmic being having a human earthly experience. And so tap into that sort of psychic energy, get those big, beautiful ideas from that channel, right? While also tapping into compassion for yourself, for others, and not taking things so serious or not going straight to the serious sort of nature, but really just kind of flowing with things. And again, going with the current and seeing where it takes you and almost playing in the current, because it's through that play that creativity sort of gets ignited. So incredibly beautiful energy with jellyfish coming through. It just kind of like, you think about jellyfish, they're easily like malleable, right? Like they move very, very easily. They flow. And so there's definitely this energy around that for you all this month. There's also a very strong indicator of like, again, like psychic downloads or very strong intuition coming through for you all this month. And I say that because not only because of jellyfish, but because of the energy this month that you all are working with is that of the 25-7, really like 7 energy. So again, it's a bridge between the metaphysical and the physical, very much similar to jellyfish energy. It's like this physical being with this divine cord, right? And so for you all, this month could bring in very deep insights, very much like almost like psychic downloads, right? Where again, from your higher self, your higher consciousness, like the veil is thin. And so you're able to kind of be an open channel to those bigger insights, those bigger ideas, inspirations, and do something with them, right? This can also be a month for you all where you sort of are able to dive more deeply into self through contemplation or self-reflection, to get to the truth of yourself, right? Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you want to build? What is it that you feel a great sense of connection to when we talk about like the unseen or the more spiritual side of things, or your higher self? And what is it that you want to bring from that unseen into the physical to create your masterpiece, whatever that may be for you? There's also something here coming in around change with relationships. So getting to the truth of something around relationships. And it doesn't have to be, romantic relationships. It can be anyone that you relate to. So colleagues, friends, family, partners, whatever. Some kind of shift or awareness coming in around your relationships. So again, 7 energy brings the truth of the matter. It brings, sort of encourages us to dig deeper, to see beyond the illusion, to see beyond the things at face value, and to dig deeper. So you may see that, again, clarity comes in around relationships this month, that then changes the dynamic, that changes the way you approach that, or the way that you invest into that relationship, or, how you've seen the relationship. So it can be a lot of change in that area for you all this month. And so again, I come back to jellyfish, where try not to go straight to the serious mode, but try to go with the flow. What is the universe or this person trying to show you? Through their actions or through their words or whatever. And how does that feel for you? Like, how have you contributed towards the experience? And does that need to change? So a lot of, when we work with 7 energies and cycles, it can bring in the bigger answers to the bigger questions that we've been asking. It is going to bring the truth to light. It's going to bring something to light that maybe we didn't want to see necessarily. And when you couple that with the 25 energy, the 2 and the 5, this brings in changes around how we relate to people, or awareness around how we relate to people. And then it's up to us to make those adjustments. Or it could be through divine intervention that those adjustments are made for us. So somebody falling away, somebody ending a relationship, and then we have to move through the sort of the aftermath of that and figure out, why did that happen, and how could I have done things differently, or could I have done things differently, or do I like the way that I participated, or whatever, right? So just think of like 7 energy as going deeper, the deep dive into the inner psyche of self and others, and seeing beyond the illusion, seeing beyond the ego, right? So very powerful month for you all. Very magical month potentially for you all. Now again, you have to be open to it. And 4s, get a bad rap for just being very practical and sort of, have the blinders on type thing. But it's an incredibly, incredibly intuitive, emotive energy. It's incredibly deeply connected and psychic. So this could be a month where that's just feels really, really big for you all. So just go with the flow as much as possible. Just play and lean more into your softer side this month as you sort of dive a little bit deeper and come to some of those potentially bigger self-realizations. And then what are you going to do with that? So beautiful energy this month, 22 4s. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.